When I first started in real estate, I was flat broke. Years later, when I finally found YouTube, I was still broke, but at least YouTube was free. The first 50 videos that I made, I sucked and I didn't get a single lead. Now, fast forward a few years later, my team and I sold more than $70 million worth of properties from free YouTube videos. No ads, just simple videos like this. And these days I help other agents do the same thing, but it wasn't always like this. So if you're sitting there wondering, is YouTube even worth it? Should I even bother? Here are things I wish I'd learned sooner to make your decision about YouTube way easier and to fix your channel if it's not bringing in leads. Ready? Let's go. At one point, I started playing with YouTube Shorts because YouTube was heavily promoting it, and everyone said that short form was the thing to do. But let me tell you, going viral doesn't mean you're getting any clients. None of them were buying houses because people watch shorts to be entertained. I was on a coaching call the other day, and my student said that her niche were seniors who were downsizing, but she really likes making shorts. So we went in and looked at her analytics. And unfortunately, the vast majority of people who watch her shorts are under the age of 45. So while they're getting a lot of views, they're not reaching her ideal client avatar. If they want to learn something about real estate, they watch a 5, 10, 15-minute long video. Trust doesn't happen in 30 seconds. It happens when you show up like a real person with real answers about the problems your prospects actually have. But once I stopped making shorts just to get instant gratification and some vanity metrics, and I just spoke to my perfect ideal client with a long form video, it all started working so much better. If you're constantly changing strategies, you're not building anything. You're just creating a lot of busy work for yourself. One day it's shorts, then it's reels, then it's TikToks, and it's like cold call for 2 hours a day. And you end up with a bunch of half finished, and let's face it, half-assed projects that don't really move the needle forward. More content is not the answer. Direction is. You are not here to be an influencer. You are here to build a business. YouTube is my funnel. And every video that I make should be moving that right person one step closer to saying, you are the person that I've been looking for, and you are the one that I want to work with. That's why it took 50 videos before I got the first phone call. But the second I got clear on who I was speaking to and what they were searching for online, that's when it started to really build momentum. So if you're not clear on who your channel is for, you are invisible. Now, if you need help figuring out who you are trying to attract with your channel, download my free niche worksheet. I'll link it down below. This is the first step to creating a channel that actually brings you clients. And it's the step that almost everybody skips. So don't skip it. Download this worksheet. If someone lands on your channel and they can't figure out what you do, where you are, or how you help people, they're gone. I looked at a channel banner the other day and she was holding her hand like this in her photo on the banner. She also didn't really say what her unique value proposition for the channel was. It was just all things real estate for this specific area. And I was immediately confused. Are you saying stop? Are you saying hi? Are you saying like high five me? You've got to keep your channel banner stupid simple. What is this channel about? Who is it for? Where are you located? That's it. You have one niche, one target audience, and clarity converts, but confusion kills every single time. This is where so many people get stuck. They think that picking a niche means turning business away, and they don't want to do that. You say, I want to help everyone. So they go very broad with their channel content, thinking that it will attract more people. But spoiler alert, it doesn't. That works the opposite way. So here's what I need you to know. You are not limiting your business. You are focusing your marketing message. You can still work with sellers even if your channel is meant for first-time buyers. But if your channel is just based on your geographic location and all things real estate, you get nothing. Ask me how I know. The more specific you are, the more you stand out. So you need to have specialty. Talk to one person, solve one problem. Let everyone else self-select whether the channel is right for them or not. I used to think I had to drive traffic to the YouTube channel, so I would post a link on Facebook and try to send them over to YouTube, but nothing happened because YouTube doesn't want borrowed traffic. Then I tried uploading a short teaser video, like a 30, 45-second version of it, upload it natively to Facebook, and then bury the link in the comments so that Facebook wouldn't suppress it. And that didn't work either. It rewards content that keep people on the platform, and it definitely does not want repurposed content from Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. So once I stopped trying to force people over to YouTube and I just made videos that worked inside the YouTube ecosystem, that's when things really started to take off because YouTube is different. It's searchable and it compounds over time. I have videos that I made 7 years ago that are still bringing me leads today. In fact, I got a lead yesterday when I was driving to this conference. A man called me and said, "Is this Karin Carr? Oh my gosh, I've just watched about 12 videos of yours in a row, and we would like to meet with you when we come to town." He told me everything I needed to know. And he said, "I can't believe I'm talking to you. I feel like you're a celebrity." This is the power of long form YouTube videos. They feel like they know you already and they trust you. Once I stopped trying to game the system and I just started playing by YouTube's rules, the algorithm started to work for me instead of against me. I used to make videos when I first started that were basically just commercials. It was, "Hi, I'm Karin. I'm a realtor in Atlanta. And let me tell you all of the reasons why I'm great." It is painful to watch now. In fact, I found one of those. It was a cartoon. I made it private because I was so mortified that that was still public and people could see it. YouTube is not your listing presentation. It is your trust builder. When I stopped trying to sell myself and I just started giving real information, real answers to real questions with no expectation of getting anything in return, that's when the calls finally started coming in. No begging, no chasing, just like the call I got yesterday. "Hey, I saw all your videos. Can you please help me?" So give value now and let them choose you when they're ready. Views and subscriber count are vanity metrics. They really don't matter. They feel good, sure, but they don't tell you what's actually working. If you want real insight, look at your click-through rate, look at your average view duration, look at your audience retention graph. That's where the gold is. It shows you which videos are getting clicked, where people are dropping off, where have you lost them, and where they leaned in. Did they watch a certain section over and over again? Inside my group, we have a custom GPT that I trained that analyzes all of this stuff for you so that you can go into your analytics, export all of these reports, upload it to ChatGPT, and the AI does a deep dive analysis to tell you all of this stuff because you can't grow what you don't measure. You need to spend time every single month looking at your analytics so that you can see what people are responding to and what they just don't resonate with. The numbers don't lie. They give you real insight. You just got to take the time to look at it. People don't really identify with perfection. They connect with real. Some of my most watched videos are very messy. There's one where it was summertime and it was super hot and I was all shiny and sweaty, but the message landed. So you don't have to make a masterpiece once a month. You need to post something useful every single week. Done is better than perfect 100% of the time. So hit publish because you can't get a lead from a video you didn't make. Your ideal client doesn't know who you are at the beginning, and quite frankly, they don't care. They only care, can you help me? Can you answer my questions? What's in it for me? I saw a video the other day in my newsfeed called 7 Huge Mistakes First-Time Buyers Make. And that's a great title and it's got a clear problem. But after 90 seconds, she was still talking about herself. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. By the time she finally got to first mistake, I guarantee you nobody was still there to hear it. Now, I did this for years, but the second I cut the intro and I stopped introducing myself at the very beginning and I led with the problem and then the solution, my audience retention increased dramatically. If your title makes a promise, you've got to take off fast. So, as journalists would say, don't bury the lead. Curiosity gets the click, but value will get you an actual lead. Your viewer clicked for a reason. Don't make them regret it. So open strong, get to the point fast, deliver value. You will introduce yourself later, but you do not have to have that be the first thing that comes out of your mouth. It's not about memorizing a big, long script. It's about sounding like you're not reading. In fact, I wrote a script for this video, but I'm not reading it. So if you want me to make a video telling you how I did it, let me know in the comments. Because once I figured out this technique, I was pretty darn proud of myself. So I'm happy to share. Tell me if that would be of value to you. Now, you don't want to sound monotone when you're speaking. So try standing up, like talk with your hands, be a little bit more animated than you normally are, and you'll probably feel stupid, but it comes across as normal instead of coming across very monotonous, right? Look at the camera when you're talking. Don't look at your face on the screen. Look at the camera lens. Act like you're talking to one specific person, because people don't gather with 10 of their closest friends and sit on their couch and gather around their phone to watch your YouTube video. One person is watching the video at a time. So talk to that one person. And when you sound like a real person and you don't sound like a robot, they start to like and trust you. Call me if you have any questions is not a call to action. It's very passive. It's very like you should tell them exactly what they need, what they will get, why it matters, and how they should take the next step. Not in a pushy way, but in a very helpful, clear, confident way. Because if they only watch this one video and they leave, they might not ever come back again. So instead, say something like, now that you know the 7 biggest mistakes first-time buyers make, watch this video next where I'm going to tell you the 5 things you absolutely must do before you start looking at houses. A clear next step is the difference between a view and someone who actually turns into a lead for you. When every part of your video, your topic, your hook, your content, your CTA is built for one person with one problem, YouTube stops being a guessing game and it becomes your best source of leads. Ask me how I know. One person, one problem, one platform, over and over and over again. Now, I challenge you to make videos for the next 90 days. And in this video right here, I tell you exactly how to go about doing that. So come join me, take the challenge with me, and watch what happens to your business.